Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of The Road to Sonic Generations. In today's episode, we should be playing, as if you can't tell already, Sonic 2. Featuring the first of Sonic's many buddies, Miles Tails Prower. But that's just fine with me. Because until a certain Black Hedgehog came around, Tails was my favorite character in the whole franchise. Because he was the kid. He was me. Like, he was the kid who had the privilege to just tag along with with someone he idolized the most. And I'm sure every kid had at least someone he or she looked up to. And for me, it was my big brother. So I transposed that image onto Sonic and Tails. I imagined Sonic was my brother and I was Tails. And that goes into any time we play multiplayer. Most of the time, I play with Tails. So here, just like the level choice is chemical plants, and I already told you if you're trying to avoid information spoilers. But anyway, it's like chemical plant will be the representative level for Sonic 2 and Sonic Generations. And how do I feel about that? I don't mind that in the slightest. I actually like this level a lot. This is one of, I believe this is one of the fastest levels of Sonic's whole career. I mean, he can go so fast that he actually leaves the center of the screen. I thought that's pretty cool. Not to mention the music. I love the music in this game. I love the music in this level too. And if they didn't choose chemical plants, I guess I probably would have settled down with Casino Night. I think that's probably just like one of the more popular levels, I think. At least the ones that really stand out. Besides Mystic Cave Zone, I think, and probably any one of the Sky levels. But I guess Sega knows what they're doing. At this time, anyway. Because Casino Night's going to be the representative level of Sonic 2 and Sonic Generations 3DS version, and it's apparently going to be this DLC minigame for the console version. So, I suppose they have all bases covered. I broke the game. Anyway. Okay, here's a random tidbit. Now, the order in which I went about the original trilogy of Sonic games. Now, I beat them in order. No, I didn't beat them in order. I played them in order that much, but the order in which I beat the games was actually in reverse. Around when Sonic 3 came out, I was getting better at video games. So, I ended up beating Sonic 3 first. Then I went backwards and beat Sonic 2, and then Sonic 1 last. And another strange order was the order in which I owned the games. I owned Sonic 1 and 3, but most of the time I just rented Sonic 2. We didn't buy it for whatever reason, I guess. And by the time I got Sonic 3, Sonic 2 was pretty hard to find, at least where I was living at the time. Just couldn't find anywhere where we could buy it anymore. Until we came to this thrift shop out of town, and then wouldn't you know it, there it is, and it's as perfect condition as it could possibly be, and it's in its original case with its instruction manual, the whole 9 yards, and it was a pretty cheap price. So I begged my dad to buy it for me, and then boom, I finally owned Sonic 2, and that was good. So because whoops, sorry Sonic, you're just too tall. Tails could do that, no problem. But anyway, as I was saying, as far as I'm concerned, Sonic 3's multiplayer doesn't hold a candle to Sonic 2's multiplayer. At least in my opinion. Now I say that just like I liked the chemical plant level a lot, but when I was young and I sucked at video games, this was the level I kept getting stuck on. Because that water down there you see, the Mega Muck, whatever it's called, you know, that stuff, and from Sat AM, what it references that. For the life of me, I can't stop drowning in it. Alright, something I failed to mention in the previous episode, you know how I said that Robotnik scared me when I was a kid? Well, what really contributed to that fear was the music. It just like Sonic 1's boss music was more foreboding and scary to me as a kid, so like that made it difficult. But come Sonic 2, its boss music wasn't as bad. So come Emerald Hill, I was able to beat Robotnik with ease. But at the time, I still couldn't get past Green Hill Zone's boss. I don't know, I'm weird like that, but that's how it was. And now here we are in Casino Night. And I actually like Mystic Cave better, so I originally wanted to play that level for this episode, but since Casino Night is going to be acknowledged in this game in some ways, I felt like I should be playing this instead. And I have no idea what I was thinking making that jump. Well, anyway, here we are at Casino Night. Perhaps the only chance a kid can go into a casino, play this level. But, in regards to how I feel about this level, well, it's okay. It's not one of my favorite levels in this game, but I don't think that really means much since I don't really have much of a favorite level in this whole game in general. But, it's interesting though. With it just like, its background, it's like his background music, back to this casino, the slot machines. Yeah, it's just like its gimmicks like that is pretty nifty. But and of course, since I was pretty bad at video games, I never managed to get to this point by myself at the time. So the only chance I ever had of playing this level was in the multiplayer. And speaking of the multiplayer, well, slowdown aside, that also needed to be addressed because slowdown in certain stages, especially the Mystic Cave Zone, was just Sega, you needed to look at that. But anyway, just like ignoring that much, I wish we had more levels. Like, is it just like than the ones we had? Well, okay. Well, saying that, I'm not sure what other levels I would enjoy racing in actually. Probably like, I guess Chemical Plant and Winged Fortress will be interesting, I think. But I don't know. Just my thoughts. Oh, I failed. Anybody else kind of disappointed that they didn't use this Act Clear theme for Classic Sonic? Seriously, that theme needs some love. Oh, right. How about that one thing that people like to talk about in regards to Sonic 2? How about that there Hidden Palace Zone, huh? Right. Pretty much, I was like everybody else. I was listening to the music one day in the sound test, and I just happened onto this one random track I'd never heard before. So I'll be like, "Is there like a secret level or something? How come I never heard this before?" So, and then come the internet, I found out the truth. No, I think I found out in a magazine, probably in one of those early GamePro magazines. But anyway. Just like Hidden Palace Zone in general, I think like if that came into fruition in the final game, that would have been my favorite level. Because design-wise and music-wise, I dig it. I dig it very much. Because I don't really, I just, thinking about it now, just like, it was hard to like, think of levels I personally wanted to play for this episode because I didn't really have much of a favorite level of sorts. And I had to try again. I was leaving after that. That's better. Yeah. Didn't have much of it didn't have really a level that really just like reached out for me that just like that made me want to play it over and over again. Just every level was in the same in that regard. But Anyway, well, also there is also this whole story about they just take away when you ever get all the 7 the Chaos Emeralds, like Tails is able to escort you to the Hidden Palace Zone, and then you become Supersonic for the very first time. And I thought that was just like events like that would have been pretty just like extravagant in a good way, because that way just it would have just like a much more of a significant presence, because this game is the very first time that Sonic goes Super. So it would be a much more have a much more extravagant appearance rather than just be some random Dragon Ball Z knockoff that's thrown in for kicks. But yeah, that's just me. I guess it got scrapped because, you know, they already had Knuckles, and apparently in the original plan, Tails was supposed to be this guardian and whatever. Yep, get up here. There you go. But oh well. This is how Sonic 2 is, and it plays just fine. Like it better than Sonic 1. Well, that said, that concludes this episode of The Road to Sonic Generations. Next time, we'll play Sonic 3... No. Not yet.